I am kind of a believer in simplicity. Like, I don't really like the idea of creating some sort of sound in the studio that you cannot replicate live. And so I was really honest with Nick from the beginning about how I don't want to do tons and tons and tons of guitar tracks and tons of different guitar parts. At most, I'm down to double track a part that you want to sound bigger, but at most 99% of the album should just have 2 guitar tracks since there's only 2 guitarists in the band.
But maybe there's some good ones.
Some goose, so I heard him.
Yeah.
I heard him. No.
I felt him. I felt him in my soul, and that's worse.
That is worse.
You win.
Yeah. No, that's okay. You did, overall was really good. I feel like once the vocals came in, you were a little more
comfortable or something.
The first 2 were janky.
So the approach is always just to try and create a really clean, pristine version of what you sound like live. And then I think you always wind up hearing how good that sounds, and then always trying to make your live performance sound as good as your recording does. Because it's so much harder to play live than it is to just play in a studio.
You said the strings are like a couple months old.
They are a little older.
I think that it works well for this part.
Kind of does, huh?
Kind of does.
Has a softness.
Yes. Which is great for the intro of the album too, and then everything can come in, we can switch to something with a little more bite to it.
Okay.
Should we roll with that then?
Yep.
Okay.
It was really nice this time around to have a producer to bounce ideas off of, and also somebody else who's not myself, just because I was, if you're the producer of your own album, you're always going to be biased to what you're doing or what your ideas are. But having someone like Nick in the room who's pretty honest about, anything, makes it so that you're not favoring your own ideas over somebody else's, and there's this kind of neutral third party that's just trying to get the best sound possible.
The other options, I could try a different reverb where I could play, for example, something like very different tone. That might sound like I'm changing too much though.
Yeah, I think that would be too jarring. Okay, what about that one?
Yeah, I'd like to replace that one if it's easy.
Yeah, we can do that. I think I have
Any of the ones that sound like a little bit of a miss. But if it's like a bit messy or slidey, that's fine. That's just human. Basically, all of Flicker was recorded with one ear having a Les Paul and the other ear having a Telecaster. This time around, Jameson's in the band, and so there's 2 guitarists. So I stuck with kind of a Vox AC30 amp with an SM57 mic and kind of a tube screamer type pedal. But my guitars, I used my Les Paul, I used my Telecaster, I did bring a hollow body, like Epiphone guitar, and I even had an offset Jaguar guitar. So I had 4 different guitars. Each one wound up on the album in different areas, different things. I would usually start tracking a song thinking, here's the guitar I'll probably use to play this live. And then as long as that sounded good, that's what we would stick with.